Hi, Sandra here from Create in Spain with the second of the tutorials on iDraw. This one's going to concentrate on the properties menu, and I click on the little ruler here and the properties box comes up and it has different symbols across the top. The first one being a ruler controls things like the position and size and the shearing and rotation of an object. And those are fairly basic and self-explanatory. The second one here is properties alignment, and I don't know if you can see it too easily because of its grey on black background. But you have things like bring to the front, bring forward, send backwards, and send to the back. So for example, if I click on this object here and I go send it backward, it puts it underneath the one that it was on top of. It alters the arrangement. Grouping and ungrouping, again, they're fairly self-explanatory. If I put a ring around all of these, I can click group, and then whatever I do to one of them will be done to all of them. And then if I want to undo that, I click ungroup. The alignment tools, again, self-explanatory, aligning the bottom edges, the top edges, and you can see there is a little, appears up here. If I go over something with the cursor, the explanation comes up, so you're not left entirely in the dark on this tool. The next one is a very useful box. This is where you would normally associate with your modify in Silhouette Studio, your modify tools and things. So you have Union, which is their version of welding. So for example, on this one, if I select these and then click on Union, they're all the same, all joined up together. Okay, I'm just going to undo that. If I select it again and I go to subtract, then that's what happens. It gets subtracted. If I select them and go to intersect, oops, everything disappears. Right, fine. I'm sure there's a reason why that happens. Intersect isn't one of the ones I commonly use. If you select them all and go to Exclude, then we're left with the bits that don't have any overlapping bits. So the bits that did overlap were excluded. Okay, undo that one. And the divide one, that will split it all into little bits. And so that all the little pieces are individual. Okay, so that's what that does. Just going to get rid of this one now. Take that out. Right, modify paths. This one is to join lines. If you have freehand drawn a line, they don't meet, that one can join things. Open path, if I click on this one here and I go to the open path, it will take an edge away. You can see it's taken the edge there. If I click on the one next to it that says close the path, it will put a connecting line between the two. This one here is quite interesting. This edits outline strokes. For example, on this object here, I have chosen to put a really thick outline stroke. If I go to outline strokes on this, I can edit the internal and, oops, I can edit the internal and the external stroke. What if I actually had it selected? But basically it means that you can alter the design, if you like, the nodes on the inside and the outside. Compound path is where you have an object, put another object inside it and it makes a hole. So we're all familiar with those. And then separate the compound path, separates the pieces so that they're no longer compound. Right, so that is that one done. The next one is the grid properties, and you can choose whatever measurements you like for your grids. You can choose to have it big grids, little grids, whatever you want, set your margins and so on. And this last one is your canvas setting. So that tells me that I have a width of 21 centimetres and a height of 29.7, which is a classic A4 size, and that my scale is 1 centimetre to 1 centimetre. Now, if I was going to be drawing, I don't know, outside plans or maybe house plans, then I might want to alter that to 1 centimetre, meaning a metre, or even 10 metres. And again, you can alter your background colour by clicking on this, and then colour sliders will come up. You can choose whatever colour you like. So that, whoops, clicked on it, made it go away. That is that box. A very useful one to know, and take some time to play around with it and get to know it, and it will be a very useful tool. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.